Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be comparing the new Toyota Tacoma to the new GMC Canyon. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Signer GMC here in North Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Canyon. This particular Canyon is available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood of the Tacoma, we have a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 278 horsepower and then 317 pound-feet of torque, and your fuel economy average is going to be around 20 miles per gallon, roughly. Now with the Canyon, we have a turbocharged 2.7-liter four-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque, and just like the Tacoma, fuel economy is right around 20 miles per gallon, a little bit less than that, 19 to be exact. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the Tacoma, this one has the limited package. So this is Toyota's luxury package on the Tacoma. And you can see that you do have some elements that kind of lend to that, I guess, with the grille being silver. And you see down below, you've got the fog lights, very similar style to the Tundra. I mean, especially the headlight design here. But overall, the Tacoma has a very aggressive look. And if you pop over to the Canyon, this one is the AT4, which is like luxury plus off-road. So I know a little bit of an apples to oranges comparison, but really hard to find both of these trucks and get them together in the same place. Anyways, you got the split light design here with the Canyon. You can see the fog lights there at the bottom. You've got the tow hooks there at the bottom as well. And so putting it all together, let me know which front end design you like better. Now with the Tacoma, our tire wheel setup is 265, 65, 18 in the front and over in the rear, whereas with the Canyon, it is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see with the Canyon, again, all-terrain tires, versus this package in the Tacoma has more street-oriented tires. And notice how we've got these big fender flares on the Tacoma, and the Canyon has a similar kind of design, bigger fenders, bigger fender flares. AT4 there on the side where you've got the limited badge. And then the mirror cap design's very similar with the look, interestingly enough. But a big difference with these trucks is in the back. With the Canyon, we've got leaf springs, whereas with the Tacoma, you can't really see it, but we do have a multi-link setup. Anyways, here is your full side view with the Tacoma. And then here's your full side view with the Canyon. Now, popping into the bed of the Canyon, this has the little storage space right here on the tailgate, which is pretty cool. Just have those latches for that. And then we've got protection here from the factory. We have an outlet here in the bed as well. And yeah, super usable overall. And we also have the little ruler there on the back. Before I lift it up, I want to quickly take a look at the Tacoma bed. Just looking at the beds, eyeballing them, it looks like the Tacoma bed's a little bit shorter compared to the Canyon bed. But anyways, composite here, you've got the lights, you've got an outlet with it as well. And then let's lift this up. Oh, this is automatic. I tried to lift it up, it's gonna lift it up itself. Interesting. Well, the Canyon, it's not automatic, so none of that funky stuff. You can see C-shaped taillights here, and then you got the little bumper step there, parking sensors at the bottom. Whereas the Tacoma, we've got these kind of more boxy looking tail lights, no bumper steps or anything like that. But wrapping things up, let me know which truck you like the best in terms of the looks. I guess there's your kind of side to side. Now inside of the backseat area of the Canyon, you can see room back here, pretty typical of a mid-sized pickup truck, a little bit tighter. And then you've got a little storage pocket, and I love the door panel trim, very classy looking. And then same thing with the seats here in the AT4, very luxurious indeed. Not power sliding, if you're wondering. It's manual with that operation. And the headroom back here, it's good. Now you can probably visually see this on camera. It looks like the Tacoma cab's a little bit tighter than the Canyon. Got some charging ports down below. And then with the Limited, you've got nicer trim here. Has that utilitarian appearance though, in normal Toyota fashion. And then these seats perforated all down the center. Sorry about this bag here. But yeah, nice trim with that. And then headroom, it's similar. And start her up with the Canyon. Pretty fun. Nice sound on close. Again, nice trim on the door panel here. You got memory seats as well, blind spot monitoring with the truck. But yeah, full digital gauge cluster here with the Canyon. It is customizable. And look at the steering wheel. Again, it has a premium appearance. You got your heated steering wheel function. You got adaptive cruise control as well. And then when it comes to the camera system, we do have a 360 camera system here with the Canyon, really good resolution with that. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it responds quickly. The only thing that I'll knock the Canyon for is it does have the lights in the infotainment system for the control. So I'd rather have a physical button with that. But yeah, good response time. And then we've got dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats. And then you got some more controls down here. Big thing, you can roll down all the windows at once. Got a wireless phone charging pad. And then we do have our drive mode select, which it pops up here in the center with a bunch of different modes for both on-road and off-road use. We also have our drive line select. This does have an advanced four-wheel drive system with four-wheel auto, and it's a 2-speed transfer case. You got your parking brake, you can see the shifter there, and then the storage space here. I like the trim with this. Same thing across the dash, it says the AT4 logo. And then we do have a sunroof up top as well. And let's start her up with the Tacoma. Fancy. And before I close the door, we do have power side steps with the Tacoma, which is nice, but nice solid sound. Again, soft touch trim all over with the door, blind spot monitoring with the mirror. And then there's a bunch of controls here on the side with the Tacoma. And then with the steering wheel, again, more of a utilitarian look. Like, look at the trim here. And then just as practical as the GMC, so you've got adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. And then you guys can see here in the center with the digital gauge cluster. We've got drive modes just like the GMC here with the Tacoma, quite a few. And then 360 camera system. Now I will give Toyota props, resolution's really good, but also just huge screen, so really big image with the camera system. As for the infotainment system, quick response time overall, so that's easy enough to use. And then down below you can see we've got dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Equipment's very similar. And notice we got a wireless phone charging pad. Shifter for that 8-speed automatic transmission. And then this just has a 2-speed transfer case, so no 4-wheel auto. And then you can see more storage here, which is nice. And the glove box, I like the trim on the outside. It says Tacoma. There's more storage up above. And this also has a camera, rear view mirror. And then we've got a sunroof up top. And then we do have a power sliding rear window. Now quickly, with payload, the Tacoma has 1,200 pounds, whereas the Canyon has 1,400. Now this particular Tacoma is a pre-production truck, so I don't have the MSRP for it, but I can tell you that the limited starts at just over $53,000. And then with the Canyon, this one, because it's a full production vehicle, I have the MSRP, that's $52,000 as spec'd. Talk about visibility before we set off here in the Canyon. Here's your visibility over the hood, and hoping you can see the heads-up display. Both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and Canyon away. A quick disclaimer, I'm using this driving portion, I don't know what this truck's doing. I'm using this driving portion for my Tacoma versus Canyon video, and then also for my Canyon review, standalone Canyon review. So if you're watching the comparison or whatever, just skip to the Tacoma part if you've already seen the Canyon driving impressions. But what I will say right off the bat is really comfortable seats here for a mid-size pickup truck. I think that's nice. And then, oh cool, the turning suspension's comfortable too. The Canyon has, you know, ride comfort similar to like a full-size pickup truck. I've driven quite a few of these. Really good torque out of the 2.7. And this road's got some potholes on it, and the damping's great. It's handling it really well. Now I've also lived with one of these for a week, so I'm pretty familiar with the driving dynamics of the new Canyon overall. So with that being said, let's at least see how this 2.7 performs. It's quick. It's a very powerful engine. Again, 430 pound-feet of torque, and it just, yeah, it's got power. It's got some power, that is for sure. So yeah, I know a little bit of a shorter drive here with the Canyon, but I've had quite a bit of seat time with this. So when you put it all together, I think the new Canyon looks great on the outside. I think the drive is really comfortable. Again, this drives more similar to a full-size pickup truck than a mid-size with the ride quality, but you still have the mid-size pickup truck size. Now again, the Canyon is a bigger vehicle than, you know, mid-size. I mean, look, that's a previous gen Canyon. You can see it's it's a bit smaller. It's not like way smaller, but it's a little bit of a smaller vehicle. So what I see with this Canyon is you basically get mid-size capability, and you get mid-size pricing, and then also the size with parking and all of that, but it's got full-size comfort with the ride quality. And this AT4 package is really nice. I mean, this is full-blown luxury truck inside, so it's cool that you get the off-road capability with this, but then you also get the luxury feel with this. Oh, that was horrible. Let's try that again. You get the luxury feel with this. Look how cool the camera system is too. That is extremely helpful. But yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the Canyon AT4. So let's talk about visibility before we set off in the Tacoma. There's over the hood, both the mirrors, do it blast warning, go through this to the rear. And let us set off in the Tacoma, back to back with the GMC Canyon. So surprisingly, even though this is down on torque by literally like, so fourth, yeah, over 100 pound-feet of torque, over 100 pound-feet of torque difference. That is so crazy. At least right off the bat, it doesn't feel too, actually no, I feel it now. You do feel the torque difference. This still feels strong for a mid-size pickup truck, and damping's really good, just as, I would say, just as solid as the Canyons. But yeah, you do feel the power deficit with it. The other thing I'll say is that AT4, really good damping. This, it seems like the bumps upset the Tacoma a little bit more, but it's still really solid. Just not as, this feels more like a traditional mid-size pickup truck, more so than the Canyon. The Canyon feels more full-size pickup truck. Yeah, just not as, it doesn't have the same oomph that you have with the Canyon. So again, on paper, and what you feel in your when you're in the truck, it's the same. It is the same. The screen is so big. The navigation screen kind of trips me out. I'll say that. Is it because it's just like both things are moving? I don't know, it's weird. So with this back-to-back comparison, here's what I'd say is I think both the trucks are cool on the outside. I think I like the Canyon more just because of one thing. I don't like the exhaust tip that pokes out the side of the Tacoma. I don't know what it is, but like it's the thing for me. And then the Canyon, again, like they both have nice interiors. Like I really like this trim on the Tacoma. But I mean, literally same areas are like soft touch in both of them. But for some reason the Canyon, again, it has more of a premium feel compared to the Tacoma, and it's quicker. The only thing that I could see is, you know, Toyota, you know, they have their reputation for reliability, you know, GM, not so much, right? So I could see some people buying this just based on the reliability side of things, reputation-wise. So yeah, let me know which truck you like best out of both of them. But I will say, I mean, the Canyon seems like a really good value, you know, being that it's $52,000 all in, whereas this limited package starts at $53,000. So yeah, let me know your thoughts.